Kerfuffle 2017. DC 101.
It's DC 101. We're live here at Kerfuffle. Mike Jones is hanging out with the fellas in Catfish and the Bottlemen. Hello, gentlemen. I cannot wait to see your set today. One of my most anticipated sets for this afternoon. Glad you guys are aboard for the Kerfuffle fun today.
Thank you very much, man.
All right, so let's get down to the business that I've heard that you have so many songs written that, Van, you just can't stop writing things. You've got all these things you want to put out, but your record people are kind of like, you got to slow it down a little bit here.
Yeah.
You got to reel it back in.
I think this album hits a year on the 30th, which is Larry's birthday, and he's the first word on it, which is weird. So that hits a year in a couple of weeks, and then after this, all the touring runs are done. We can come back and record. But yeah, as it stands, we've got the next one ready to go, but we just need some time to record it. So we do this tour, then we go back and do arenas in the UK, then we do Australia, Japan, a bit of Russia in the middle, a bit of Spain in the middle, and then come back, do Green Day run at the end of the year, and then at the end of the year, I think they'll let us go then. We'll start recording, but
it's a nice problem to have, really, that we're now in a position where we've got to take a record all over the world, maybe twice round, you know. Can't really grumble.
Will you guys break out any of the new stuff on the on any of the dates that you have coming up, like in overseas or with Green Day or anything like that?
I think we'd like to record something first, that get in the studio first and start fleshing out.
Okay.
Because it's always better to put some out than have like a little YouTube version out in it. So I think we'd like to get stuff recorded first, but we want to. We'd like to play stuff live.
It probably kills you not to be able to do that like right away, huh?
Yeah, it's bad, but like you said, it's better, you know, to have people knowing the song before, rather than having everyone just sat there hearing it for the first time, not knowing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Once it's out, it'll be on the set list, I'm sure.
Now, with the Green Day tour, I mean, that's pretty exciting that you guys, later on this year, everyone loves Green Day. We all grew up. They're heroes of ours. I mean, how big is that when you get that call from Green Day's people saying, hey, do you want to come out and do this tour with us? That's a pretty awesome move.
I know. There's baseball stadiums as well.
I know. It's a huge honor for us, and you know, like pretty much every station or every interview we've been doing, it's been a question. So it's sort of like made us realize the scale of it. Not that we had to, you know.
I don't want to build the butterflies up for you guys and get the nerves going or anything, but that's Green Day. I mean, that's pretty big time.
Like I say, it's a real honor, and like some of the venues we get to do on that tour, it's sort of mind blowing. You know, we finish this. No, it's our last date of the whole year at the Pasadena Rose Bowl, and you know, I think if it were our own gig, we're a fair way off that yet. So it's nice to be able to play there. That's
pretty incredible. Van, one of the stories I saw that I loved. Tell me about your grandfather. Well, I know about the story. Tell me about your grandfather and tell everyone else about him coming to see you guys and what that was like for him. Because that was just an awesome story.
A couple of weeks ago. Or months ago now, it'll be. That was at the end of the year. It was the biggest show we'd done in London to that date. It was Wembley Arena, and it was kind of, when you play Wembley back home, it's kind of for your folks, and then for my dad and then his dad to come. He was stood there, and it was kind of like, my granddad was there, his son, my dad was there, and then his son was stood on stage, and he was just looking at his son and looking at the crowd and looking at me and going like, what's going on here? And like seeing physically seeing like the generations passed down and all the work he's put in, all the work my dad's put in, and all the work we've put in, because my dad was driving us around before we could drive, you know what I mean?
Years, yeah, in the back of a van.
Yeah, we were all in the back of a van.
You guys didn't even have licenses or anything?
No, this when we first started. So
wow.
He'd drive to work up like 2 hours up the country and then come all the way back for us 2 hours down the country, then drive all the way back to the same place for work, come all the way back, drop us off school, they go all the way back to work. So he was doing that for like a year, 2 years, 3 years.
More, Granddad's still actually playing music, isn't he? He plays is it like an Irish folk band? He plays the fiddle.
Yeah, he still tours around now. My granddad, he's about nearly 200 now, I imagine. Something like that. But he tours around playing like Irish folk music and plays the fiddle. He had a stroke a couple of years ago, and doctors were saying, not going to be able to play music, won't be able to walk. Like straight on the ferry the next weekend, out playing the fiddle. He's a tough man.
No doctor's going to tell him what to do.
No, he's been playing. He's a machine. And he loves music. He just loves music. So he's real proud that I did that.
Would you ever have a thought of maybe putting his music on your next album? Maybe getting a fiddle part on there? I don't know if I'm spoiling anything.
Well, he's called Jerry, my granddad. So we always call him Jerry Hendrix because he's pretty handy on the fiddle. So put him through a little distortion amp, see what he can do on the fiddle.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Oh, by the way, guys, I got a present for you here from our friends at Sagamore.
Thank you.
So for coming out and playing Kerfuffle today, we would like to give you some Catfish and the Bottlemen engraved fine spirits to enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. How long will this bottle last in the bus, by the way?
How How long's the drive tonight?
Well, we got 2 days off after tonight,
this-
so
You know what?
probably won't make it through that.
Can I show it to the camera? Say goodbye, because this one's a goner. All right, Catfish and the Bottlemen, boys, thank you so much. Can't wait for the set later on today at DC 101's Kerfuffle. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.